It's Mateo's Drinking Show. Just watch him on his drinking show, talking about movies and beer, the news, TV, and more. It's Mateo's Drinking Show. Watch it now. Welcome back to part 2 of my Nostalgia Gate. Is it a gate? I don't know if it's a gate, but nostalgia time. I don't know. Let's pick up where we left off, huh? So I think it's great the way that music can just trigger that memory for you. And of course, I mean, just listening through that whole catalog of, you know, Hall & Oates is like all of them very specific memories popping up in my head. Going to Indian Hill. Ooh, for those of you who grew up in Naperville like me, it was, I don't know why they called it Indian Hill. It was the name of the subdivision, but there was a big park, and in the park there was literally just this huge mound of dirt. I mean, it was really big though. I mean, you know, and like we used to ride our bikes up it, dirt bikes, right up it. Man, memories, huh? Like the corner of my mind. Should leave that to Barbara from the Oscars. Anyway, would love to hear about any, what songs take you back to a very specific time and place. I mean, I have a million of them. Just, you know, there's a lot of Paul McCartney because my brother was huge into Paul McCartney back in the day. Especially around Tug of War, Pipes of Peace, even Band on the Run. All of those include these very specific memories that usually surround my brother, you know, either torturing me in some way or, you know, just making my life pretty miserable any chance he had. Like, there are songs that I remember that I used to sing from my, like, when I was, like, a little kid, and it was all these, like, little 45 records that I had, you know, and the 45s were the little ones with the big hole in the middle, and you played them at double the speed or whatever. Not quite double the speed, but, like, 15% faster or whatever. You know, it's just all these, like, kiddie songs and stuff, and so then, like, you know, one of those will pop into my brain, and, you know, it's a song I haven't even thought of in however many years I've been alive, that, you know, I used to sing when my sister was, you know, 4 years old, and her and I are dancing to some stupid, you know, Peanuts song, you know, that was on some random Peanuts record I had. There's this one record, Flash Beagle. It's like, that was the name of some poorly made Peanuts episode was called It's the Flash Beagle Charlie Brown, and then we got the record for it, and there's this really great number on there that I remember, Pigpen Hoedown, right? Jump up your heels, jump up down, shut your eyes and whirl around. Reach out your hand if no one's there. Grab your own hand dance round in the square. When you're doing the Pigpen Hoedown, gotta have a collar you can trust. Cause when Pigpen does a hoedown, he really picks up some dust. So just looking to see if I can't find the Pigpen Hoedown on YouTube. Oh my god. I'm glad other people have the same nostalgia I do.
Okay, everybody gather round. It's time for the Pigpen Hoedown. Grab your heels, jump up and down, shut your eyes and whirl around. Reach out your hand and if no one's there, grab your own hand dance round in the square. When you're doing the Pigpen Hoedown, you can trust. Cause when Pigpen does a hoedown, he really picks up some dust.
Wow, that exists. The one thing I love about YouTube is you can find anything you're looking for. Pretty much if anybody could videotape anything from the 80s, it's probably on YouTube. Link to the Pigpen Hoedown in case you have to see it in the comments section on YouTube. Let's see if I can't find Flash Beagle. Oh, this is such a bad product of the 80s. God. Oh, they have Franklin breakdancing. What is happening? This is an adult peppermint patty. The poor guy who had to had to sing this and be like, I have to sell this? Dalton Schroeder. Beagle, beagle, flash, flash. Link to that down below as well. Holy shnikes. So, and of course, I'm super, like, aural, A-U-R-A-L. You know, sounds and especially music will take me back to, you know, anytime. I mean, Christmas songs. You know, Christmas songs are probably the perfect example of this. It's, you know, we all love, those of us who love Christmas music, because believe it or not, I know many people who don't. But, you know, that's the thing about Christmas music is it takes you back to that time when you were a little kid and you were waiting for Santa Claus, and, you know, there's that silly Rudolph song, or there's that the chestnuts roasting on an open fire song, you know, while you're sitting downstairs waiting for Santa to show up, you're all by yourself, and it's just the tree lit with the gifts, and that's all it is, and you're just sitting there, you're waiting either by the front door or by the fireplace or wherever you think Santa's going to show up, and chestnuts roasting on an open fire. It's just on in the background. We're not even really paying attention to it, but there it is, and it just becomes part of the experience. And I think that's really what people love about Christmas music, is it takes them back to that time when they were, you know, just a little tyke and loving Christmas. Like, you know, we should all do it now, because Christmas is awesome. This, of course, also, you know, is like how people, when they break up with somebody, use music to torture themselves into constantly feeling bad about it. You know, it's like, oh, that was our song, and you're remembering all the amazing times that you had together, which, you know, probably weren't even all that amazing. And it's supposed to be some kind of therapeutic way to help you deal with the loss of that person, you know, and if it works for you, then great. You know, you could look at it as torture, too. It's like, oh, God, just get over it. Why am I constantly trying to remember how great this relationship was when I'm not even in it anymore? That's just like pure torture. That's more of a girl thing, though. Girls get over it quicker than guys, so maybe that's a lesson guys should learn. You know, too, it's true with movie soundtracks. Like, if you think about it, back in the day, that was like your only way to relive a movie was through the, you know, through soundtracks, because before the advent of videotape, like, unless it got shown on TV or it got re-released into a movie theater, you never saw that movie again. And when you got a great soundtrack, something like Star Wars or something that is so iconic, like, I mean, there are parts of the Star Wars soundtrack where I can quote the exact dialogue that's going along with the music, because that music is so iconic in so many places. You know, you think like when they're in the Death Star, you know, those like dun 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 musics of the stormtroopers running, you know, running. That's an easy piece of music to recognize. The music that plays when Luke swings across the chasm with Leia, you know, it's like those are all these iconic songs that play with that. So now it's just like, oh, I hear that. You know, it's like the James Bond theme. It's like commercial jingles. You know, they're the same way. I mean, buy men in Expedia.com. Here's one for all you 80s fans. Plus, if you're a fan of the Empire Strikes Back Family Guy episode, something Dark Side. You'll love this too. Get your skis waxed up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit. You know, that's really a dirty song, actually, if you think about it. So yeah, anyway, I'd love to hear about whatever songs it is that trigger memories and what those memories are. That'd be awesome. So just leave it comments below. That'd be great. Or, you know, send me a video response of what songs it is. And of course, like, you know, I'm a musical theater guy, right? So there are some songs that'll take me back to the first time I saw a show. There are some songs that'll take me to the time I was in that show. There are times that'll make me think like, oh yeah, that guy really did that song better than I ever did, didn't he? So I'd love to hear about that, and anything else you want to tell me when it comes to music and how it affects your memories. That'd be great. You know, because they say when you're like a little tyke, even when you're a little person, a little baby, And, you play classical music, it'll really open up parts of your brain that, kids who don't listen to classical music never got. So that's really interesting, too. Well, thanks for following me here through nostalgia land, time, hour, many minutes. Appreciate you all tuning in. But that's it. And here's the last of this delicious Shiner Farm to Market Road 966 farmhouse ale made specifically for springtime. Now, is that springtime in Texas or springtime anywhere else? I can't be sure because it's March right now and it's 65 degrees outside. I love it. Anyway, so that's it. My name's Mateo, and I just finished that beer.